Hi everybody, it's Thomas here from Thomas Fitzgerald Photography. Welcome back to the channel. So today I have a super quick Capture One video for you. Now recently Capture One added the ability to open and save native Affinity files. So that means you can now edit in Affinity and work with Affinity files using their native file format. So that makes round tripping to Affinity much easier than it was before, as you can now do it with the native .af file format without having to jump through any hoops. However, setting it up is a little tricky if you're not overly familiar with that side of things. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let me dive right in. So here I am in Capture One. Now the first thing to do is to make sure you have updated to the latest versions of both Capture One and Affinity. So once you're in here, say I wanted to open this photo in Capture One, I can just simply right click on it here and I can go edit with, and you see I have Affinity down here already, but you may not see this, and this is actually the wrong way to add it. You can just go other and select it if you don't see it here, but the better way is to actually set it up properly in the first place in Capture One. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So just go to Capture One and then go to settings. So here we want to go over to the plugins, and you want to make sure you're on open with menu, and if you scroll down your list of applications you should see Affinity, and just toggle that on and then just close this. So now when you go edit with, you should see Affinity. Now I don't know why it's called Affinity Store. I'm guessing that's some kind of weird bug thing going on there, but all you have to do now is just open that, and you see under format and size it comes up format TIFF. What you want to do is change that to Affinity, and then everything else you can pretty much leave as default, and then go edit variants. So this should now open Affinity, and now here we are in Affinity. So as I said, make sure you have the latest version of both of these applications. So it should be Affinity 3.2, and I'm not sure the exact version of Capture One. I'll put it up on the screen. Okay, so once here you can do, well, whatever you want really. So we could say, I'm just going to do a few quick things so we can see them. So we could have like curves maybe. Again, just very quickly doing a few things. And you could say maybe, what else could we do? We could say add a LUT maybe. Something like this. So something like that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And now I can just save this. I don't have to do any exporting or saving it back as a TIFF or a Photoshop file. I can just save it straight, and it should be back in Capture One. So here we are. Here we have the file we just saved back in Capture One. So say you wanted to edit this again, so that's where the next thing comes up. How do we do that? So you don't want to go edit with again. This time you want to go open with, and again select Affinity Store. I don't know why that's there. If you just add it with the other pop up here, you'll just get it here like this. But anyway, I'm just going to select this. So you see we're back in it, and we can continue our editing and so on, and then just save again. And then we can close that, and we are back in Capture One. So that's pretty much all there is to it. There's not a lot to this. The trick is to just make sure you set it up properly if you don't see it. And when you go to edit with, just make sure you set the correct format to .af. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. Super quick video, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.